back at the German bridge today because it's such a nice spot. So day 2 at Eurobike, much more the same as day 1. It was, I can't explain in words. You can't see everything in one day. You can't see everything in 2 or 3 or 4. But so day 2 was all caught on GoPro. I thought I'd do a bit of an experiment with that. The GoPro is a lot easier to have in the pocket. Pull out, press button, and shoot. This camera that I'm using at the moment is a bit of a, you know, it's a proper camera. So I think it worked out okay. I got a lot of good footage, and again, it was just about the ambience of the place, how many people there were, how many exhibitors there were, and just to name a few of the people I caught up with, it was Elite, Jet Black, Wahoo, Tax, Kinetic, Cyclops. I think I just named every trainer manufacturer that was out there, but they were all there, all happy to meet and greet and have a chat. It was hard to actually jump on their new trainers and get a good road feel or a good feel about how it all operates. Look, what I'm going to have to do is get a hold of these trainers in the next few weeks when they're released. I'll be grabbing a hold of these trainers and reviewing them and giving my opinion when I've ridden on Zwift, when I've done some intervals, when I've compared them to my power meters. I really need these in my controlled environment. Also for the noise, it was impossible to hear the noise and the sound levels of those things. I can confirm the Kicker 2 is a little quieter. The Drivo doesn't make much noise. And the Neo is always silent, and the Flux, not as quiet as the Neo, but again, it wasn't in an environment where you could tell. Very noisy, like now, there's a lot of noise around. So I'll get those at home, and I'll run a few tests. Real world, chasing wheels, maybe a few kiss races, watch out guys, and we'll see how they hold up. Oh, and don't forget the lollies. Today was a lot of lollies, and just more meet and greet with everyone. Day 2 at Eurobike. I think I covered half of the places yesterday. I'll try and cover the other half today, but as you can see, flat out busy already. This place is good, really good. Minora, a bit of a blast from the past there. I've got to say their rollers, but they haven't done much since then actually, so not in the smart trainer business. So a bit of a dinosaur. If yesterday's anything to go by, I'm getting into the lollies early. Yeah, okay, I didn't even cover half of this place yesterday. Today I'm just taking beelines everywhere else. My God. Hopefully it comes out in the footage of how big this place is. I can sort of open up what it's all about. Oh, this is freaking ugly, look at this. What the hell were they thinking? Still no speed demons that I like to use. But it looks like the Kronos or the Chronos has a bit of an update. It looks like the Bambino. Interesting looking. Again, we need the data. I'm still really not a fan of those pods hanging off the side of the crank arm that's moving, and you throw that in and out of the car. Not sold on the Vectors. If you wanted to overcomplicate choosing a saddle, here's exactly how to do it. I have no idea what that chart was about. Something about your weight, your speed, your power output determines the size of the saddle you've got. I think Specialized have it nailed there. They actually measure your ass rather than try and guess how fast your ass is moving. There's lick marks on the window, so somebody obviously likes that. Super old school looking trainers. Now these guys have gone to a lot of effort and will have a lot of cleanup to do. That seriously looked like an Astana team bus as I walked up, but it was a Camelback ripoff. Won the gold award yesterday for this device, so it's good to see it in action. I haven't actually seen one in person yet. It's very bizarre. It's sort of crawling along the ground but staying in one spot, but he's out of the saddle riding, so it's actually quite impressive. Turn around, turn around, turn around. The guys from Elite, while they were demoing the Drivo, spotted the Cyclops account on Zwift, and they told the rider, go quick, go quick, go quick, beat him. So there's a bit of friendly competition going on between the booths. Great chat with the guys from Kinetic. They've been really quiet. We haven't heard anything about their new trainer. They've just sort of plugged it up on their website, and not a lot of tech specs or anything like that, but I had a ride of one then. It's definitely an evolution, a next step of the road machine or the rock and roll. But the front steering, I want one of those. Just any trainer, that front steering destabilizes the front of the bike, and you really have to work on that, which is something great for out in the road. black. They wouldn't give me a lot of info on it, so I only saw what's on the wall there. Couldn't tell me a price, but it's going to be way under. That's all I got out of him. New Zealand guy and an Aussie guy. Some seriously nice wheels. SRM mount. That's actually a good solution. It's about the 4th or 5th thing I've seen called the Magnum or the Magnus. Speed is not an option. No videos?
You can see on the website.
Done. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Same to you.
Hubs. Interesting. So that one would solve a problem for Everesting. Your Garmin wouldn't go flat, but the added resistance to your front hub, which will be a little bit, might cause you to work a little harder. Not too much. I think I counted at least 30 bananas there. there's so much business going on. They're temporary meeting rooms they've set up for everyone. Big business. A lot of time trial bikes around, so that was one of them. Very, very similar to the Shiv. Few refinements, but I think Specialized should be worried about that one. For when you need to transport a few dead bodies. Or pizza. So 5:30, almost end of day, and now's when all the beers come out, and there's after parties going on absolutely everywhere here, so this doesn't really shut off. It's been a long day though. I would have had Strava beacon on if the battery would have lasted, and you could actually have seen how far I've actually been walking. It's caught up with a few familiar faces, and I had a few good chats. So I've got myself an empty booth. This one's all mine. So today was much the same as yesterday, but revisiting a few people I've already seen, and continuing on the chats that we've had, and also a few new catch-ups with people that I've sent emails to and from, all the way from down in Australia. Good to see those people, and there's a lot of interesting things coming up in the pipeline. So this is the place to be for innovation and what's coming up, I guess, the next 12 months. So it's great to have been able to come over. As day 2 almost out, I think I've had too many lollies.